スマートな思考から迅速な判断まで、勝利のチャンスをつかむには幅広いニーズに応えるブローカーで1万3000円の口座開設ボーナスでチャンス拡大。優れた判断のための豊富なツール、さまざまなオプションで1000以上の銘柄を低スプレッドで取引可能。今すぐ開始。 XM トレーディングでトレードを充実。今すぐ登録して1万3000円の口座開設ボーナスを獲得。
Out there, and he kind of rattled around down there. It went right into the corner, and by that time, the run scored. Now the DH, Aries Samek, is the hitter. He takes ball one. He's a junior, a transfer from Florida Southwestern State. Breaking ball, strike on the outside corner. Fisher chases the runner back. Stretch and pitch is a fister, foul right side. A ball and 2 strikes. 1-0 St. John's, top of the first. Crowd wants the strikeout. Fisher stretches, pitches. Swung, ground ball, base hit, right field. They will send the runner from third. He's going to score. So a base hit to right, and all of a sudden, St. John's with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, just inside outed that pitch. Got in on his hands, kept his barrel inside the baseball, and just kind of guided that out towards right field. Good piece of hitting. Not a bad pitch. He just stays with it, drives in a run, and Johnny's up 2.
Now the first baseman, Adam Agreski, hits. He's a righty. Pitch to him. Breaking ball, ball 1. Is low, 2-0. Fisher's fastball at 92. Not going to overpower you. And Kevin O'Sullivan's coming to the mound. I think this is good. Settle him down. Got the first 2 hitters quickly, and then a hit batter. And how often, Eric, do you see
unbelievable
a walk or a hit batter come back to hurt you? And it did.
Yep, 2 out free passes. They'll hurt you every time. Something about going from the windup to the stretch, and give St. John's credit. The door was cracked open a little bit. They've taken advantage of it.
All right, the conference quick from Sully. The count's 2-0 here. Runner leads at first. 2-0 pitch is low for ball 3. Fisher now at 22 pitches here in the opening inning. 3-0 is right through there, 3-1. Outfield straight away for the first baseman, who's a freshman. Pitch is low for ball 4. Runners at first and second now, 2 outs, and right fielder Ben Beauchamp hits. He's a redshirt senior, 238 hitter a year ago. As you can imagine, a lot of righties in the lineup to face the lefty Fisher. Stretch and pitch is a strike. One is a little low, 1-1. Fisher, a quick worker. His pitch is blooped down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble, it's foul. Good thing. Caglione gave chase. It was over his head. That was a no man's land, but fortunately foul.
Yeah, that would have easily been another run if that's just a couple of feet to the left. So Gators catch a break.
Count now a ball and 2 strikes on Beauchamp. Circle K, proud to sponsor Florida Gator baseball strikeouts this season. Get out to Florida Ballpark with Circle K. Take it easy. Gators could use one here. Stretch and pitch is swung to the screen and fouled off. Two nothing St. John's, top of the first. A hit batter, a double, a single have produced the 2 runs. One, 2. Breaking ball, hangs outside, 2-2. Fisher has his sign. Here's his pitch. Swinging, strike 3. But St. John's does first inning damage. 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 left through half an inning. St. John's 2, Florida nothing.
Hey fans, don't get sacked by high prices. Join the winning team at Davis Gainesville Chevrolet. This week at Davis, score big savings on our all-star Chevy selection. The most awarded brand for new vehicle quality, like Chevy's MVP, the new Silverado, with low 2.8 financing and no payments for 90 days. Plus, we're tackling high prices on the area's best GM certified pre-owned inventory. So join the winning team at Davis Gainesville Chevrolet on North Main Street.
As the official wealth management team of the Florida Gators, Talon Wealth gives a cheer for the orange and blue when our Gators take a chump out of the competition. But we react differently. When products like mutual funds, annuities, or even REITs takes a chump out of someone's retirement, are you receiving the value you're paying for? Compare what Talon's been doing to what you've been doing for free. Visit guardingyournestegg.com.
Advisory services through Talon Private Wealth, an SEC registered investment advisor, license D05634. Compensation was paid to Levy for partnership with the Gators as of January 2023.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Bottom half of the first, here's the lineup Kevin O'Sullivan brings tonight. With Ty Evans out with an injury, Michael Robertson leads off and plays right field. Cade Curlin bats second and plays second base. Jack Caglione plays first base, hits third. Luke Heyman behind the plate hits cleanup. Colby Shelton, the shortstop, bats fifth. Tyler Shelnut, the left fielder, hits sixth. Brady Donay, the designated hitter, hits seventh. Dale Thomas at third hits eighth. And Jalen Guy in center field tonight batting ninth.
For St. John's defensively, Scavelli, Tucker, and Beauchamp across the outfield, across the diamond. Mayberry, Jeremiah Brienza, and Agresti. Back behind the plate is Jimmy Keenan and Xavier Kohlhasser, the 6'5" redshirt sophomore on the mound.
The righty's pitch is high, ball one.
Last year, Kohlhasser in 9 appearances, all of them starts, went 3-0 with a 2.56 ERA. He was very good.
1-0 is a strike on the outside corner.
He didn't throw a ton of innings, though, last year, Steve. He was coming off a Tommy John surgery, so he only threw in those 9 starts 31 innings, but was very effective when doing so.
1-1, swung on, fouled away. Robertson, 231 a year ago. In a year, the Gators hit 290 as a team. They play him deep. Pitch off the outside corner. You can see early on his ball's got some run away from the lefty. 2-2 now. Pitch swung, hit the center pretty well to the track, but the ballpark's going to hold it, and it's caught. They had him play deep. That's exactly where he hit it.
Yeah, had him played perfectly. The center fielder Tucker only had to take about 2 to 3 steps back. Had him played really deep, but certainly Robertson gave that one a ride.
Now Cade Curlin, what a wonderful year he had last year. 297, 17 homers and 50 runs batted in. Wind and pitch is chopped to short. Two-hopper there. Throw across is in time for the out. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the first.
See if the Gators can do some 2-out damage, much like the Johnnies did.
Well, a good guy to do it. And Jack Caglione. 33 homers a year ago, 90 runs batted in, and a .323 batting average. Wind and pitch is a changeup, ball 1. They shift on him. 1-0 is another changeup for ball 2. I don't think they would mind if they walked him at all here.
No, I don't think so.
2-0 is a fastball for ball 3.
Clearly being very careful with Caglione.
He is going to see a lot of that, you would think. 3-0, he takes strike 3-1.
Yeah, you and I, though, we were talking about it before the game. The guy on deck, what a great thing he's going to have.
3-1 is ripped, but right into the shift. Throw to first is in time. Ball hit hard, but right into the shift. So the Gators go down 1-2-3 through 1. St. John's 2, Florida nothing.
When it comes to moving your stuff, you need to ensure you hire the right people. Gator Hauling and Junk Removal is veteran-owned and operated, and they use that training and experience to get the job done right the first time, every time. Need furniture, junk, appliances removed? They can do almost anything you can think of quickly and affordably. Call Gator Hauling and Junk Removal and get the job done right. Call 352-665-JUNK. That's 352-665-JUNK for a free estimate. Call Gator Hauling today at 352-665-JUNK.
I was in a car accident that ultimately resulted in the death of my best friend. I initially contacted another law firm and I thought I was confident in that decision. As time went on, I was at a loss. I eventually reached out to Meldon Law from a family friend who knows Kei himself, and I gave him a call and they completely changed everything for me.
If we can help you, give us a call at 1-800-373-8000. At Meldon Law, we won't back down.
Gator Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
UF Health is a proud national medical center for Team USA. The same great care they get, you get, always. To learn more, visit ufhealth.org/champions.
A lot of other Gator sports going on. The Wells Fargo week for Gator sports. Boy, just about everything going on this weekend. Softball, hosting a tournament across the street all weekend long. Gator men's tennis will get back in action on Monday. Gator Golf Invitational for the men started today. Of course, both Gator basketball teams in action as well. So, a lot of Gator activity. With the Wells Fargo Gator debit card, you can show your Gator pride 24/7. Visit wellsfargo.com or head to your local Wells Fargo to learn more. Wells Fargo, official retail bank of the Florida Gators. Top of the second, St. John sends 8, 9, and 1 to face Kate Fisher. And Jace Jeremiah, the shortstop, takes ball 1. Jeremiah's a junior. 1-0, outside ball 2. St. John's as a team, when they went 28-25 last year, hit .296. 2-0 is ball 3. .30, right through there, a strike, 3-1. .31, high ball 4, a leadoff walk to the 8-hole hitter.
That is very uncharacteristic of Fisher after starting out so quickly. A ground out and a strikeout. That's now 2 walks and a hit by pitch in 6 hitters, so he's suddenly just struggled to find the zone.
9-hole hitter Anthony Brienza hits. A righty, stretch and pitch, he squares to bunt. Did he pull it back? He did. Ball 1. He had .234 in limited duty a year ago. No homers, though. He's a redshirt senior. Squares again, bunts, shot right side. Fisher goes over to field it and can't field it. He went over there, got to it, reached down to pick it up, and then when he went to pick up the ball, no ball.
Yeah, you could tell that was going to be a tough play from the get-go because it bounced up about 20 feet in the air, and then when Fisher came over, tried to glove it and do a spin and throw him out, just couldn't get it.
That'll be an error on Fisher. First and second, nobody out. Leadoff man Jackson Tucker squares, bunts. It's a good one. Fielded at third. Throw across by Thomas. Not in time. He beat it out. How about that? St. John's doing everything right. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Yeah, they're really playing like they got nothing to lose. You knew that bunt was coming with Tucker, and just couldn't get him out.
Here's Garrett Scavelli, who struck out his first time. Takes a breaking ball and almost hit him, ball one.
Yeah.
2-0 St. John's, and they threaten for more.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's been really trying to backdoor that breaking ball. The 2 times he's come inside, he hit somebody, and then on that one almost hit the number 2 hole hitter.
1-0. Line drive, left center field. This ball is down. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Scavelli's at second base with a 2-run double, and it's 4-0 St. John's.
And just left it out over the plate, and Scavelli, who in junior college last year was the East Coast Conference Player of the Year, makes him pay. Deposits that out in the left center field for a 2-run double, and the Johnnies have done a lot of damage here early against the Gators' Friday night starter, Cade Fisher.
I don't care what league you're in, from little league to the big leagues. When you have a walk, a hit by pitch, things like that, it comes back to bite you. 2 outs in the first inning, nobody on, a hit by pitch got things going. This inning, a leadoff walk got things going.
Yeah, then you just try and hit too much of the plate. This St. John's team is definitely swinging the bat very well tonight, playing small ball.
No activity in the Gator bullpen yet. Here's Blake Mayberry, who takes ball 1. Hit by a pitch and scored his first time.
Yeah, once again, though, that breaking pitch in the inner part of the plate almost hits him.
1-0 is a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Threw him a changeup. Caught the outer half. 4-0 St. John's here in the second. 1-1. Swung, hit late, fouled near the Gator dugout. Gators play the infield back this early in the game. Wind the 1-2. Swing to center. Ball be caught. Runner tags. They're going to throw to stop the runner from going to third base. Sacrifice fly by Mayberry. It's now 5-0.
Yeah, ball hit well, and very little chance that you're going to get Tucker at third. It's a guy that's got good wheels, stole 25 bases last year, so Jalen Guy makes the smart play and just keeps Scavelli out at second base.
Now Jimmy Keenan, the catcher, doubled home a run his first time. From the stretch, the pitch is a breaking ball strike. One is strike 2. Stretch in the 0-2 is in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good pitch. A good job by Heyman. The hitter didn't chase it.
Yeah, strikeout would be big here. Get to that second out.
One ball, 2 strikes, stretch and pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Good pitch.
Yeah, good backdoor breaking ball. he just froze Keenan, who doubled off him earlier.
Now the designated hitter, Ari Samick, who had an RBI single his first time. Righty. His lineup is stacked with right-handed hitters against the lefty Fisher. Stretch and pitch. Breaking ball there, ball one. 5-0 St. John's, top of the second. 1-0. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball at 92. Fisher's already thrown 50 pitches. Stretch and pitch, fouled off to the right, fisted him. Fastball in on the hands. A ball and 2 strikes. Stretching the 1-2. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. He backdoored him again. So Fisher recovers with back-to-back strikeouts, but again, damage done. 3 runs on 2 hits, an error, and 1 left on. Through 1.5. St. John's 5, Florida nothing.
How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get Cox Internet powered by fiber with America's fastest download speeds. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data. Fixed median download speeds. US Q3 2023. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
This is Kerry Meldon of Meldon Law. We are proud to be the only personal injury law firm partner of the Florida Gators. With offices in Fort Lauderdale, Gainesville, and Ocala. We've got you covered from the Tri-County area all the way up to the swamp. If you bleed orange and blue, then Meldon Law is the firm for you. Because just like the Gators, we won't back down.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Fan Steve Spurrier's head beer coach 1966 lagers available at Condren Family Ballpark and at most retail stores in North Central Florida. Just ask for it. Made by Gators for Gators. Please drink responsibly. Before we start the bottom half of the second, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Gator Baseball on Learfield.
5.1 CG Gainesville, your auditory home for Florida Gator sports. ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Alongside Eric Castaldo, I'm Steve Russell. Miguel Molina, our producer tonight. We thank you for listening to Gator Baseball. Stepping up to the plate, Colby Shelton, the Alabama transfer. He takes a strike. Or check that, Luke Heyman, I'm sorry. Ground ball off the pitcher's hand up the middle. And throw to first is not in time. Base hit for Heyman.
It's back to the box. I think if Kohlhauser doesn't put his hand on it, I think that goes through to the outfield. Second baseman Brienza tries to make a play, but just can't get that ball on target. That would have been a heck of a play had he been able to come up with that.
Yeah, Kohlhauser, I think, upset with himself. Thought maybe he should have caught that. Now here's Colby Shelton. Heyman a year ago was so good. 314 hitter, 12 homers. Shelton hitting lefty, pitch, swinging a fly to center. The ballpark will hold it, and it's caught for the out.
Yeah, really nice smooth swing through that ball, but just didn't quite barrel it up.
Now Tyler Shelnut. Shelnut, 277 a year ago. 7 homers, 28 driven in. Expect a lot more from him offensively this year. Stretch and pitch is high, ball 1. St. John's ahead 5-0 as the Gators hit here in the bottom half of the second. "1-0 is ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Tyler Shelnut. Pitch is a strike at the letters, top of the strike zone, 2-1. Shelnut's a senior. 2-1 is a strike, 2-2. Two pitch just off the plate, 3-2. Runner goes, pitch is high, ball 4. So the Gators now have runners at first and second here in the second inning with 1 out.
Now let's see if the Gators can make St. John's pay in the same way that the Johnnies did when the Gators gave free passes.
Now the sophomore, Brody Donay, hits. Transferred in. Gators have a wealth of talent behind the plate. The righty takes and swings off the end of the bat to short. Second, 1, first, double play. Pitcher's best friend gets him out of the inning. Gators get no runs a hit, leave 1 through 2. St. John's 5, Florida nothing.
Hey, Bill, is that a new car?
Nah, it's my same ride. I just got the dings taken out and repainted. I got it done at Mako in Gainesville.
Wow, looks sharp. I thought it was a new car.
Honestly, I was shocked at how good it looks. I'd recommend Mako of Gainesville to anyone.
Give your car a brand new look. Take it to Mako in Gainesville. Excellent service and a fast turnaround on quality warranted work with 0% financing available. Visit MAACO Gainesville.com or call 352-371-4251. Mako of Gainesville on Main Street.
If you're looking for the best alternative you have to purchasing a new vehicle, look no further than Southeast Car Agency in Gainesville, 310 Northeast 39th Avenue. Steve Russell here. I've been a customer of Southeast Car Agency for a long time. All the vehicles I've purchased have been great. They'll do the same for you. Go online, secars.com. You can check out the vehicles they have in stock. You can go see them in person at Northeast 39th Avenue. The Cousins families run this business for 40-plus successful years. That's Southeast Car Agency.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
This season, if you spend $30 in Beef O'Brady's, you could win free tickets to a Gators baseball game. Visit floridagators.com/beefs for more information. Beef O'Brady's, good food, good sports. Cade Fisher is going to go back out there for his third inning of work here with the Gators down 5-0.
Let's hope he can settle down here and keep the Gators in this game. But you got to like what St. John's has done. Not intimidated at all. First pitch is a strike to Adam Agreski, first baseman. Walked his first time. 0-1. Swung on, drilled on the left field line. Is it fair or foul? It is a fair ball off the 330 sign in the corner. It'll be a stand-up double for Agreski.
Ball just right down the heart of the plate. And Agreski makes Fisher pay. Foot higher, and that one's out in the berm. So the Gators fortunate that didn't get out of the yard, but once again, St. John's with runners in scoring position.
Ben Beauchamp now struck out his first time. Here comes Kevin O'Sullivan. Looks like the Gators are taking a Florida Victorious mound visit. Visit floridavictorious.com to learn more.
The Gators do have a righty out in the pen. And it wouldn't surprise me if Sully makes a move here, because Fisher has not gotten it done, and he will. He'll make a call to the bullpen.
This pitching change brought to you by Meldon Law. They won't back down. The only official law partner of the Florida Gators. Will take a break and come back and tell you who the new pitcher will be. After these messages, you're listening to Gator Baseball from Learfield.
Another Gator season is upon us, and the official Gator Sports Shop should be your first stop to find this year's Jordan brand collection. We also carry the latest designs from Nike, Peter Millar, Tommy Bahama, and Yeti. The official Gator Sports Shop, located at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, is open Monday through Saturday. Don't forget to visit our sales tent rack. All proceeds benefit Gator Athletics. Real Gators shop where real Gators play.
Domino's Mix and Match menu has items for every occasion. Flaked on your friend's open mic night? Flaky bread twists and molten lava cakes should do the trick. Soccer team duty? Medium two-topping pizzas and stuffed cheesy bread are your best defense. Is it your dog's half birthday? Celebrate his biggish day with savory sandwiches and tender specialty chicken. Mix and match 2 or more items for $6.99 each at Domino's. Ask for this offer. 2-item minimum prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Bone and wings, bread bowl pasta, and pan pizza will cost extra. Local stores set delivery fees and can charge extra for some menu items.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Well, Kate Fisher, who pitched so well a year ago, does not have a good outing tonight. He's knocked out in the 3rd inning, and a guy on the mound replacing him, a very familiar face, and righty Ryan Slater.
Yeah, old reliable, the 6'3" redshirt junior. Last year, in 27 appearances, went 10-1. With a 4.22 ERA, he threw 59 2/3 innings pitched, gave up 55 hits, 29 runs, 28 were earned, only walked 19 against 48 strikeouts. Opponents hit 240 against the right-hander.
Think of that, 59 innings and 11 decisions.
That's pretty amazing. That means he was in a lot of very high leverage situations all throughout the year. And, you know, it was really no surprise that that's who Sully is going to go to stop the bleeding, someone that he is very familiar with and has the utmost confidence in.
He'll face Ben Beauchamp, who struck out his first time. St. John's has done a good job offensively. First pitch is a high fastball for ball 1. Johnnies have 5 runs and 5 hits here as they bat in the 3rd, and they lead 5-0. Stretch in the 1-0. Is a strike, 1-1. One pitch. Swung, hit to right center field. This ball's in the gap. It's going to fall for a hit. The runner had to hold at second base. And now they're going to have a play at second base on the hitter. He's safe. So it's a double for Beauchamp. And now they've got runners at 2nd and 3rd with no one out.
Yeah, just flared out into right center field. Guy was playing Beauchamp, shading him towards left center. Couldn't quite get there, but because it wasn't hit very hard and the runner on second base, Agresti, had to really hold up, he couldn't come around to score.
Gators bring the infield in at the corners now. As Jace Jeremiah, the shortstop, hits. He walked his first time. Slater's pitch swung fouled away.
Before that swing, I was going to tell you I wouldn't have been surprised if they tried to bunt him in.
0-1 outside.
Guy that hit 220 last year and led their team with 5 sacrifices. So maybe a little safety squeeze or something, but not the case.
1-1, fouled straight back for strike 2. They've got 6 hits tonight, and all but one of them for extra bases. Got a ton of doubles early here. 1-2, swung and popped up, foul ground. Caglione is there and makes the catch. Good job by Slater to get one out.
Yeah, it's a big out there for Slater.
Now the second baseman, Anthony Brienza, scored after he bunted and Fisher committed an error. Caglione is on the grass at first base. Pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Thomas is even with the bag at third.
Yeah, Tagliano's thinking exactly what I was just talking about. Another light-hitting guy at the end of the lineup.
Ball hit down the right field line pretty well towards the line. Dive is made and it's missed by Robertson. The ball's going to roll to the wall. 1 run in, 2 runs in, and it's going to be a triple for Brienza in the 9-hole. And they lead 7-0.
Just kind of went with it on that ball away and just kind of tailed away from Robertson. He couldn't quite get there. Gives it the effort, but can't come up with it. And the next thing you know, Brienza's standing on third base.
7 hits now for St. John's. Jackson Tucker hits for the 3rd time already. He struck out and singled and scored. Slater's pitch fouled away. This crowd is stunned.
This radio booth is stunned.
Got to give St. John's a lot of credit. Gators now bringing the infield all the way up. 0-1. Slashed foul to the right for strike 2. And again, doubles and triples. Only 1 single of the 7 hits. 0-2, swinging, strike 3. Well, big out for Slater there.
I mean, Steve, it just goes to show you, I think, you can have all the talent in the world. It's hard to replace a guy like Brandon Scroat, who was the Friday night guy the entire year last year, and Kirsten Waldrop. And, you don't have as much experience, and that's going to be the big thing this year for the Gators, is who steps up in those roles.
Garrett Scavelli now, the left fielder, struck out and then drove in 2 runs with a double his last time. They put crooked numbers up in every inning. 1-0, ground ball at the end of the bat to short. Throw to first, in time. But again, damage done. 2 runs, 3 hits, a man left. Through 2.5, St. John's 7, Florida nothing.
Hey, Bill, is that a new car?
Nah, it's my same ride. I just got the dings taken out and repainted. I got it done at Mako in Gainesville.
Wow, looks sharp. I thought it was a new car.
Honestly, I was shocked at how good it looks. I'd recommend Mako of Gainesville to anyone.
Give your car a brand new look. Take it to Mako in Gainesville. Excellent service and a fast turnaround on quality warranted work with 0% financing available. Visit MAACO-Gainesville.com or call 352-371-4251. Mako of Gainesville on Main Street.
I was in a car accident that ultimately resulted in the death of my best friend. I initially contacted another law firm and I thought I was confident in that decision. As time went on, I was at a loss. I eventually reached out to Meldon Law from a family friend who knows Kei himself, and I gave him a call and they completely changed everything for me.
If we can help you, give us a call at 1-800-373-8000. At Meldon Law, we won't back down.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Fans, don't forget about Tijuana Tuesdays, where you can get 2 tacos, chips, and a drink for only $6.99 every Tuesday at Tijuana Flats.
Well, the Gators have work to do. Certainly. 7-0 St. John's. Dale Thomas, newcomer Jalen Guy, and then top of the order Michael Robertson hit here in the 3rd. Dale Thomas hit .250 a year ago in part-time duty. Wind and pitch is inside, ball 1. Thomas is senior. 1-0. Swung and hit the left field pretty well. Back to the wall. This ball is off the wall. Thomas rounds first, heads to second. He slides in with a double.
So finally, Gators off to a good start here. Thomas smokes this ball off the left field fence. Kind of hesitated a little bit going around first. Made that a lot closer at second base than it should have been.
They hit it well, and it just had no carry to it. It was a rope off the fence, fielded very well in left field by Scavelli, and he made a very strong throw to second base. Here's Jalen Guy, playing center field tonight. First pitch to him as a Gator is ball one. He is a Greensboro, North Carolina native. Right-handed hitter. 1-0. Right through there, a strike, 1-1. Six-footer. Good defender. Pitch here swung on to left center field off the end of the bat. Thomas is going to tag. Catch is made. He will draw the throw, but that's all.
Just out in front of it, you said, just off the end of the bat. Ends up being an easy can of corn for Jackson Tucker.
Top of the order, Michael Robertson hit it well his first time. He lined to center. Stretched by Cole Hoffer, and the pitch is a ball. Eric mentioned it. He was coming off Tommy John, but 3-0 with a 2.56 ERA a year ago. Good numbers. 1-0. Swung on, line drive, left center field, base hit. Thomas at third. He's being waved home. Here comes the throw, not in time. Robertson going to second. He's in there. The Gators are on the board. RBI hit for Robertson. It's now 7-1.
Thomas was scoring all the way on that end. Nice job by Robertson. Just puts his nose down to the baseball, drives it out into short left field. Thomas easily scores. Robertson, with his speed, gets to second base on the throw, even though it's cut off, but just so fast. Great base running there by Robertson.
Now Cade Curlin grounded to short his first time, and we're going to get a trip to the mound. Nobody throwing in their bullpen.
But a good move, I think, here. You've got the heart of the lineup coming up in Curlin, Caglione, and Heyman. Right? You just got to go out and talk to your guys, settle them down. You don't want to put Curlin on base, and then Caglione hits a 3-run bomb, and the next thing you know, your 6-run lead is cut in half. So I think this is a good job by Mike Hampton of going out and talking to his guy and getting them settled.
Mike Hampton and Kevin O'Sullivan know each other, both on the Clemson staff at one point. Hampton, a pretty good ball player. He was a 4th-round draft choice when he played. Done a good job at St. John's. Mound visit over. Curlin steps in. Stretch, pitch, breaking ball, ball one, gets away. Robertson alertly goes to third.
Even though that's going to go down as a wild pitch, you've got to make that play if you're the catcher, Keaton. Kind of just try to backhand it rather than getting out in front of it.
Gators trailing 7-1 here in the bottom half of the third. Stretch and pitch. Breaking ball, ground ball, base hit, center field. That's going to drive Robertson home. Curlin an RBI hit. It's now 7-2.
Yeah, just a nice piece of hitting there by Curlin. That ball's on the outer part of the plate. Off speed, he just stays right with it. Drives it back through the box. Gets his first rib of the year. So nice job there by the sophomore second baseman.
Jack Caglione. They will again shift on him, the third baseman, going over to the right side of the infield. Stretch and pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup.
Really good pitch. You and I know he likes to swing at a lot of first pitches. If you can throw that changeup down and away, that's a great pitch.
0-1. Fastball driven. Right center field. That's a base hit. Curlin's on his horse. He's at third base now. Caglione with a single to the Gators. now first and third.
Just so strong. Unbelievable how strong he is. He just reached out there and just flicked that thing out to right center field. It was a good pitch, but Caglione is he's just a different guy. The ball was actually off the plate.
Yeah, down and away. There's length and reach. He kind of golfed it out there.
Yeah, and he's just so strong.
Now Luke Heyman had a base hit his first time. Gators all of a sudden now have 5 hits. St. John's has 7. On the stretch, the pitch is a fastball strike. Quick worker, 0-1, up and in, 1-1. They play him in a step or two around towards left and deep. 1-1, swung to center. Pretty well hit, but near the track, the ball will be caught. However, it'll drive and a run. Sacrifice fly for Heyman as Curlin scores. It's now 7-3.
You gotta love what you're seeing too here. It's the returning guys that are getting this going. A nice job there by Heyman. Just drills that pitch out into center field. The ball's not really carrying all that well tonight. Last year, I think we probably would have already had 3 home runs. The 2 that were hit off the fence here, and maybe that one. Ball's just not carrying at all tonight.
Look at the flags.
Yeah,
they're just limp. Pitches a ball here to Colby Shelton, who flew out to center his first time. 2 outs in the inning. Gators with a 3 spot here. Change up, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shelton, really good numbers coming over from Alabama. Pitch is outside. Kohlhauser, quick worker, but now, of course, as I say that, he steps off the mound and gathers himself. Two balls and a strike. Stretch and pitch. Swing and a miss, down and in, 2-2.
You really don't have a whole lot of time to gather yourself anymore. With the clock rules.
Well, you got to say, the rule worked.
It certainly has.
2-2. Swing and a pop foul left side.
Although I think for the entire tenure of Kevin O'Sullivan, though, that's been an unwritten rule anyway. He has always had guys get it, throw it, work fast, and throw strikes. That has been his philosophy since day one.
Well, fans wanted shorter games. That's what it's accomplished. 2-2, swinging, strike 3. But a good inning for the Gators. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 left. Through 3, St. John's 7, Florida 3.
To all our Gator baseball fans listening in, stay in the game and play by the rules. Put down your phone and set aside all other distractions. One text takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving around the entire diamond with your eyes closed. To win while driving, you must focus. Put it down and focus on driving to arrive alive. Brought to you by the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles.
Gator Nation, this season it's time to act for the greener good. UF and GFL are making great strides to reduce our footprint, and you can help.
Recyclable and compostable paper products, cups, straws, and food waste receptacles are available at the stadium.
Look for the signs and put it in the right can, Greener Gator fan. Think green as you cheer on the orange and blue. Call GFL at 1-800-535-9533 or visit us at gflenv.com. GFL, green for life.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Hit it out of the park with Florida strawberries in Gator Baseball. Fans, did you know strawberries are the only fruit with seeds on the outside? Thanks to the Florida Strawberry Growers Association for providing today's strawberry fun fact. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I love strawberries.
All right. Ryan Slater, in relief of the Gators starter, Cade Fisher, will face the Johnnies here in the fourth.
Will you ever eat a strawberry again and you'll think that the next time now?
Yeah.
Every time.
Breaking ball to Blake Mayberry is a swinging strike. He's been hit by a pitch and scored, hit a sacrifice fly. 3-4-5 for St. John's against Slater. 0-1 down and away. Ready again. 1-1. Check swing, but he went around. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 7-3 St. John's here in the fourth. 1-2. A little low, 2-2. And now, if you're Slater, a 0. Your team just scored 3.
Yeah, you got to put up the first one of the day here.
2-2. Strike 3 call. Fastball. That's the Quality Plumbing K of the game. Quality Plumbing providing the highest level of plumbing services throughout the greater North Florida region since 1984. Big first out of the strikeout.
Yeah, it really was. Just freezes them on the pitch on the outer black. As you said, it's a great start here. Got to get a 0.
Jimmy Keenan takes a strike. The catcher has doubled in a run and struck out. 0-1. Just outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One is a strike, 1-2. I was hoping we'd see BT Raya come, but I guess he's not going to come over and see us. 1-2 pitch outside. He did do the TV side.
Yeah.
Good to see him. 2-2. Swung, foul to the screen.
I think his leadership is something I'm really curious to see who provides that. I think Dale Thomas is actually kind of a fiery guy that could step into that role.
2-2, swung on, fouled away. Well, you know, it's one thing, you know this, it's one thing to raise your voice or whatever, but you have to have the respect of your teammates, what happens in the locker room, and production on the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
2-2, swinging, strike 3, so Slater has come on and gotten back-to-back strikeouts here in the fourth.
And certainly you'd think, you know, Curlin's poised to take that step, Caglione.
And some guys aren't vocal. Some guys just lead
right.
by their example. But I think most teams need a guy that kicks you in the butt every once in a while when it's needed.
I agree.
Ari Samick, the DH, takes a ball. He has singled in a run and struck out. 1-0. Strike on the outside corner. One from Slater. Outside, 2-1. 2-1 now. Swing and a chop foul left side for strike 2. And he's getting it and chucking it.
Yeah, I don't think he's thrown a pitch this inning when the pitch count has been below 16.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the fourth. Winds, pitch, swinging a fly ball to center. Guy coming on, Curlin coming out, and Curlin will make the catch. For the first time tonight, St. John's retired. 1, 2, 3. Through 3.5, St. John's 7, Florida 3.
The new Oquito America location in Tech City wants you to join in the fun. Oquito Tech City Fun Fest is happening Saturday, February 24th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at San Velasco Tech City in Alachua. This free family event will feature over 75 vendors, rides, games, music, food, and raffles, including a $1,000 scholarship to an Alachua County teacher for school supplies. Grab the family and head out to the grand opening of Oquito's new Alachua location and celebration for the great businesses that make up our community. Oquito Tech City Fun Fest. Free fun for all.
Hey, Bill, is that a new car?
Nah, it's my same ride. I just got the dings taken out and repainted. I got it done at Mako in Gainesville.
Wow, looks sharp. I thought it was a new car.
Honestly, I was shocked at how good it looks. I'd recommend Mako of Gainesville to anyone.
Give your car a brand new look. Take it to Mako in Gainesville. Excellent service and a fast turnaround on quality warranted work with 0% financing available. Visit MAACOGainesville.com or call 352-371-4251. Mako of Gainesville on Main Street.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Hey, Gator fans, for pet fanatics like you, there's only one place who goes all out for your pet the way you do. Boarding, grooming, day camp, and veterinary services, all in one convenient location. Pet Paradise, a new day veterinary care. Finally, complete health care is here for Gator Nation.
Well, we can now tell you tomorrow's game is going to now be a 10 a.m. start. So wake up early, get breakfast, come to the ballpark. 10 a.m. on the radio tomorrow, 9:55 a.m. Gators hit in the fourth. Here's Tyler Shelna. Takes a strike. He walked his first time. The 0-1 is a ball. One ball, one strike. Pitch is down on the way, 2-1. Again, this is our Davis Chevrolet grand slam inning for the Gators. Eric Kroon of Lakeland could possibly get it. Pitches a ball, 3 balls, and a strike. The grand slams hitting this inning. That Chevy truck is his. 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Leadoff walk for the Gators here in the fourth.
Good start here for the orange and blue. Shelnut with his second free pass of the day.
No activity yet in the bullpen for St. John's. Brody Donay, the DH, didn't do a double play his first time. The righty's pitch count now at 46, and there's a balk. Got his hands up, and that's a no-no. Watch it. Pitch outside, ball 1. Broke the motion. 1 ball, no strikes on Donay. Pitch, swung, line, foul. That was a hanger. He hit hard.
Look out in the berm.
Body's now stirring in the St. John's bullpen. One pitch, swinging a foul to the screen for strike 2. So tomorrow, literally breakfast with the Gators. But you got to beat old Mother Nature. 1-2 is a breaking ball that hangs high. Looked like he wanted that pitch. That was not nearly a strike. Donay transferring in from Virginia Tech. 2-2 now. Outside ball 3. He's just not as sharp as he was first couple of innings. He threw strikes. Now he's falling behind hitters.
He only threw 21 pitches in those first 2 innings, and he's now thrown 30 in just the next 3 outs.
3-2. Swing. Fought it off, but he fouled it off to stay alive. Donay hit .260 with 12 homers a year ago at Virginia Tech. 3-2. Ball 4 inside. Back-to-back walks. First and second, nobody out.
So big spot here now for Thomas. He's the one that got things going in the last inning with the double. off Kohlhauser to start the inning, narrowly missing a home run into the bullpen.
Activity now in the St. John's bullpen. A lefty's up. And I think this is going to be a stalling tactic here. Catcher going out to talk to his pitcher. Get the lefty time to get loose. (7-3). Gators trail here in the fourth. St. John's a 2-spot in the first, a 3-spot in the second, 2 in the third. Gators got 3 in the third. That's where we are. Stretch and pitch is a bunt attempt. Fielded by the catcher. Throw to first in time. Good job by Thomas, though, on a sacrifice.
Yeah, excellent bunt there by Thomas. Out towards the left side. The catcher Keenan makes a nice play on it, but outstanding bunt by Dale Thomas.
Now Jalen Guy.
I was going to say, that's not something the Gators do a lot of, is bunting. We've seen from time to time Gators struggle, but that was a perfectly executed bunt, and now a big opportunity for Jalen Guy, the Liberty transfer.
Flew to center his first time. Pitch to him as a fly ball again to center. This is going to score a run, though. It's going to be a productive out. Runner tags at second, but will stay there. So Guy, a sacrifice fly that scores Shellnut. It's now 7-4. So the sacrifice does help the Gators build a run.
How about that? The Gators manufacturing runs off a couple of base on balls. Sack bunt to sack fly. So no hits, and the Gators able to manufacture a run.
You know, a lot of times you don't see teams sacrifice into a 9-hole hitter, but I think Sully wanted to stay out of 2, and it paid off. Here's Michael Robertson. Takes ball 1. Line to center, singled in a run, and scored his last time.
And I think also with first and second nobody out, you can't get out of there without at least getting 1 run.
1-0. Down low, ball 2 gets away. Runner goes to third. Throw there. Short hops the third baseman. And Donay is in on the wild pitch. I think if you're St. John's, you want to get him through this inning. And then I think you go to your bullpen.
Yeah, I think you'd be thrilled with 4 with a 2 or 3 run lead.
2-0, ball 3. Robertson 231 a year ago. 3-0 was nowhere near ball 4.
You wonder if that right there might be it for Kohlhauser.
Well, he's walked 3 in the inning. He does have a righty, though, with a tough out in Curlin. He's grounded out and singled in a run. And with his power, 1 swing on the bat could tie this game.
Looks like we've got an equipment issue here with the catcher, Jimmy Keenan. He's switching gloves. Yeah, that one before went down as a pass ball.
7 runs, 7 hits for St. John's. 4 runs, 5 hits for the Gators. But a chance to get more here.
Even if you can just get 1 more here with 2 outs, that would be really big for the Gators here. Certainly the part of the lineup you want up.
Kohlhauser, redshirt sophomore. Righty stretches and pitches. A ground ball to third. Fielded. They go to second, and he's out. But the Gators get a run without benefit of a hit. Through 4. St. John's 7, Florida 4.
Hi, I'm Coach Steve Spurrier, and I am a member of the Campus USA Credit Union. The Gator Nation has been counting on Campus USA Credit Union for over 80 years. Campus supports the Gators and our community. Campus membership is open to all UF students, faculty, staff, and alumni. Come see why over 100,000 members like me count on Campus USA Credit Union. So put some star power to work in your financial life. Visit campuscu.com and join today.
Gator Nation, this season it's time to act for the greater good. UF and GFL are making great strides to reduce our footprint, and you can help.
Recyclable and compostable paper products, cups, straws, and food waste receptacles are available at the stadium.
Look for the signs and put it in the right can, Greener Gator fan. Think green as you cheer on the orange and blue. Call GFL at 1-800-535-9533 or visit us at gflenv.com. GFL, green for life.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Gator fans, strengthen your chomp today and cheer on the Gators with an ice cold glass of Florida milk. Brought to you by Florida's dairy farmers, proudly celebrating more than 35 years of building a strong and healthy Gator Nation. You can certainly have some milk tomorrow morning with a 10 a.m. with your cereal right here at the ballpark.
Yeah. 10 a.m. start tomorrow here to beat the weather, which is expected to not be good as the day goes along. Ryan Slater, in relief of the Gators starter Kate Fisher, will face hitters 6, 7, and 8 in the St. John's order. First baseman Adam Agreski has walked and doubled. Big righty takes ball one. Swing ground ball is a fair ball down the third base line. It rolls to the corner. He's going to have another extra base hit.
Just laced down the line, just barely stays fair. And once again, runners in scoring position for St. John. They're not backing off. Steve, they're really swinging the bats well tonight. It's their 5th double of the night.
Now Ben Beauchamp takes inside, and he almost went around, but they say he did not. Ball one. Beauchamp struck out, doubled and scored. Yeah, Agreski has been on base all 3 times. Done a good job. 1-0, swing and a miss for a strike, 1-1. St. John now with 8 hits. Gators have 5. 1-1. Swing, ground ball. Nice play by Thomas across the line. Throw across the diamond, not in time. He saved an extra base hit, though.
Saved an extra base hit and a run. Great play by Dale Thomas, just getting to that baseball. It's going to be really difficult to throw out the runner, Beauchamp. Thomas does everything he can, but you're right. Not only did he save extra bases, he certainly saved a run as well.
Well, do you sacrifice here? First and second, nobody out, 8-hole hitter up. He squares, bunts, it's a good one. Thomas fields, throw in time. I'll tell you what, when you get a team that comes down here from up north, a lot of times you see a lot of rust. These guys are doing all the little things right. That was a perfectly placed bunt.
Yeah, exactly where you want it to be. Just a great job by the 8-hole hitter there, Jeremiah.
They sacrificed, though, to the 9-hole hitter, Anthony Brienza, but he's been on twice. Swing, little chopper to third, runner coming home. Thomas throws. He is out. Bang, bang play at the plate. Thomas makes the play.
Yeah.
Runners now at first and third.
Yeah, really nice play by Thomas. And I like the aggressiveness if you're St. John's. Go for it. You got nothing to lose. And I think we're going to get a replay. Very aggressive. Oh, I think he may have stuck his hand in there. We'll have to see a different angle on the replay. The replay we have from the third base camera, it's hard to tell, but the one we had from behind looks like he may possibly have snuck his hand in there in between Heyman's legs.
Yeah, Agresti didn't seem upset at the out call, but from the one angle we had, it looked like he might have gotten it in there. So our first replay.
Our first
Of the
replay.
year.
We're going to get a different view here now. No, he got him. And on the replay, as Agresti was putting his left hand in, it's almost like it got caught in the ground and it didn't reach out. Instead, his hand kind of came back into his shoulder, and then as Heyman's going down, you can see it clearly gets him on the back. I think that's going to stand. I think that's a good call by the umpire.
Yeah, I don't see anything to overturn that.
No. Yeah, it's sort of an awkward deal with Agresti's hand, the way it kind of, he hit the ground and then his hand kind of came back in towards his chest. And then
a lot of times you extend your
Yeah.
arm in your hand, but he didn't. Here's the official call. He's out.
Yeah, and that was pretty fast, and I think that first view was really good. You could see where the hand just didn't extend; it got caught up in the dirt. So, nice play by Dale Thomas. Saved a run with his diving catch there to take away extra bases, and then makes the nice 5-2 assist.
So now runners at first and third, 2 outs for leadoff man Jackson Tucker, who has a base hit and 3 times up. Slater stretches and pitches, ball 1. 9 hits now for St. John's, 5 for the Gators.
This would be huge if he could get out of this without giving up a run.
1-0, swung on, fouled off, left side, it'll make the seats. (7-4) St. John's here in the 5th. One pitch is a strike, 1-2.
Really good off-speed pitch there, down and away.
Time called by Heyman. He's calling out the defense here. Gators have some activity now in their bullpen. I think that's Fisher Jameson, I think. Time called now as the first base runner wants to adjust something. Now we're set to go. Pitch outside, 2-2. Again, tomorrow morning, the game's been moved to a 10 o'clock start. 9:55 here on radio. 2-2, swing a little chopper. It's going to be a tough play. They're going to let it roll foul. It's a good thing they did, because that's the only chance they had.
Yeah, very smart play. That ball doesn't spin off. That's an easy run. Good communication there.
So we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Slater now at 43 pitches. He says he's come on in relief of the Gators starter, Kate Fisher. Runners lead, first and third, 2 outs here in the 5th. Big spot to get Tucker out if they can. 2-2 again. Swinging a pop foul. It's going to be below us. Outfield straight away for Tucker. 2-2 again. Outside ball 3. Runner goes, and they will let him go. So now runners at second and third. 3-2. Swinging strike three. Got him on a ball down and away. Big out for Ryan Slater. No runs, 2 hits, a couple left. Johnny's threat, but don't score. Through 4.5. St. John 7, Florida 3, or Florida 4.
Hi, I'm Coach Steve Spurrier, and I am a member of the Campus USA Credit Union. The Gator Nation has been counting on Campus USA Credit Union for over 80 years. Campus membership is open to all UF students, faculty, staff, and alumni. Come see why over 100,000 members like me count on Campus USA Credit Union. Visit campuscu.com and join today. Call 1-800-367-6440 for details about credit cost and terms. Insured by NCUA.
When you think of great tasting hickory smoked sausage, you think of Conecuh sausage. Upgrade your tailgate and your taste buds with the highest quality meats and seasonings guaranteed to make your game day savory with the flavor that's been favored for over 75 years. However you choose to chomp on, you know with Conecuh sausage you're getting true Southern flavor since 1947. Conecuh sausage, proud partner of the Florida Gators.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Publix Supermarket, proud to be the official supermarket of the Florida Gators. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Miguel Molina, our producer tonight, alongside Eric Castaldo. I'm Steve Russell. Opening night for the Gator baseball season, but the Gators have work to do. They still trail in the game. They trailed from the first inning. They at one point trailed 7-0. It's now 7-4. But the Gators send in 3, 4, and 5 here. Jack Caglianone's grounded out and single. He takes ball 1. The righty, Xavier Kohlhofer, still out there. Low ball 2. They got a lefty in the bullpen. You'd think you'd bring him in here to face Caglianone, but we'll see if this works out. Again, they shift. 2-0. Swing and line. Oh, my. Oh, it's off the ball, off the glove, and the ball rolls into center field. That should have been an out. He hit it right into the shift, and the ball just skipped off the glove.
Yeah, he hit it right at the third baseman, who was playing just to the second base side of the bag, and he just missed it. He just muffed it. So Gators get a break.
Now Luke Heyman, who has singled in his sacrifice fly. Stretch and pitch. Down low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Stretch and pitch here. Off the fist, up the middle. They step on the bag for 1, throw to first in time.
That's the second big double play that the Johnnies have turned tonight. Just off the end of the bat for Heyman, and a very easy 4 unassisted double play. And, you know, the starting pitcher, Kohlhofer, he's only thrown 65 pitches, so I think St. John's just playing with house money right now. If they can get him through the 5th and maybe even through the 6th, that's what they're going to try and do.
Colby Shelton's 0 for 2. Swings here and misses for strike 1. They gave Caglianone, by the way, a hit on that. I'm not sure I agree, but it is a hit, and good for Cags. 0-1, swung on drill. Deep right field. See you later.
An absolute no-doubter bomb for the Gators shortstop. His first as a Gator. His 26th in the NCAA. Welcome to Gainesville, Colby Shelton. Out of the stadium.
a monster shot. And now some fireworks here. Mike Hampton out of the dugout. Remember, there's some new rules this year when it comes to celebrating, backflipping, things like that. He's upset, and I think he's upset at what he thinks perhaps Shelton did in rounding the bases. Fans don't like it.
He's clearly very upset. We're going to see the replay here. Shelton absolutely launches this one. And then he points and starts yelling at the pitcher and turns and faces him the whole way. And that's exactly what he was pointing out.
And that, I agree with the St. John's coach. Pitch a strike. Supposedly, that kind of stuff is supposed to be shut down by the umpiring crew this year. 0-1. Swing, ground ball, third. Fielded. Throw across is in time. A run, 2 hits, nobody left. Through 5. St. John's 7, Florida 5.
Crop nutrient solutions to farmers for over 50 years. As a family-owned and operated business, we are committed to providing high-quality products and extraordinary service for our customers. Our range of products, competitive prices, and expert technical support is proof that our business is to help you grow. To learn more, visit www.chemicaldynamics.com. Chemical Dynamics, proudly supporting Gator baseball and softball. Go Gators!
The head ball coach scores again. Steve Spurrier's head beer coach 1966 American Lager is now available everywhere at Exactech Arena. Smooth and refreshing with just enough of a crisp finish. Also available at most places you buy beer. If you don't see it, ask for it.
A beer made by Gators for Gators. Make a great play and enjoy a cold one today.
Steve Spurrier's head beer coach 1966 American Lager. Please drink responsibly.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Before we start the top of the 6th, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Gator Baseball from Learfield.
WRUF Gainesville, W251CG Gainesville, your auditory home for Florida Gator sports. ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Alongside Eric Castaldo, I'm Steve Russell. Fireworks on night 1 of the new Gator baseball season. 7-5, St. John's clinging to the lead here. Ryan Slater back out there. First pitch is a ball to Garrett Scavelli, who has struck out, doubled in a couple of runs, and grounded out. 1 for 3. 1-0 is a ball. Scavelli tried to call time. The umpire wouldn't grant it, and it was a ball. Pitch is driven to right pretty well. Robertson back to the track and makes the catch.
Ball was hit well, but just underneath it enough that Robertson had time to go get it. And Slater gets the leadoff out, which hasn't been easy tonight.
Blake Mayberry, the third baseman, hit by a pitch, hit a sacrifice fly, and struck out. Takes a fastball he swings and misses at for strike 1. Oh, 1, a little low, 1-1. One, inside low, 2-1. 2-1, outside ball 3. Slater's thrown 53 pitches, but he's really done his job. He's kept the Gators in this game. Three-1 is ball 4. Yeah, all right, back to the home run. They've even adopted a rule this year. You know, the mascots and things that they have?
Yeah.
The player that brings something like that out to the field is the one who gets tossed now.
Wow.
And it's got to be kept in the dugout.
In the dugout.
Pitches a ball to Jimmy Keenan, the catcher, who's doubled and struck out twice. (1-0) is ball 2. So Slater maybe tiring a little bit here.
So what do you do, though, for, you know, if they were to call something against Shelton there? Is it a warning? Is it kind of like Neely last year that they suspended a game?
I think now that's the discretion of the umpire. But clearly, unless they were chirping, and we don't know that, I mean, what Shelton did was pretty clear. 3-0. Well, he's swinging on 3-0, and he missed it. 3-1. And judging by the reaction of the coach, Mike Hampton, they probably think he should have been thrown out.
Yeah.
3-1, strike 2. (7-5) Gators trailing here in the 6th. They play him straight away and deep. 3-2, swinging a foul straight back. Slater now at 60 pitches in relief. A couple of righties throwing in the Gator bullpen. Blake Purnell is just starting to throw, and I think Fisher Jamison was throwing earlier. (3-2) again. Swung and fouled to the screen. Good battle here.
Yeah, really good pitch there. Keenan does a good job of just fighting it off. Boy, he's a big dude. Keenan, 6'3", 225.
3-2 again. Fouled off again. He's seen fastballs. You wonder if they throw him something, a little break to it this time. For the first, runner back. 7 runs, 9 hits for St. John's, 5 runs, 7 hits for the Gators here in the 6th. (3-2) again. High, ball 4. Back-to-back walks.
The first 2 walks of the night for Slater. So, as you mentioned, you wonder if this early in the year, at now 63 pitches, if he hadn't just kind of worn out.
Here comes Kevin O'Sullivan.
It looks like that'll be it, as he's made the call to the bullpen.
Looks like the Gators taking a Florida Victorious mound visit. Visit FloridaVictorious.com to learn more.
I would imagine, though, all in all, he would be very pleased with the way Ryan Slater threw today. Really kept the Gators in this game. Came in when it was 6-0 and leaves with a 7-5 deficit. Slater really did well.
We'll tell you who the new pitcher is going to be after these messages. You're listening to Gator Baseball from Learfield.
Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get Cox Internet powered by fiber with America's fastest download speeds. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data. Fixed median download speeds. US Q3 2023. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
Domino's Mix and Match menu has items for every occasion. Flaked on your friend's open mic night? Flaky bread twists and molten lava cakes should do the trick. Soccer team duty? Medium two-topping pizzas and stuffed cheesy bread are your best defense. Is it your dog's half-birthday? Celebrate his biggish day with savory sandwiches and tender specialty chicken. Mix and match 2 or more items for $6.99 each at Domino's. Ask for this offer. 2-item minimum prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Bone and wings, bread bowl pasta, and pan pizza will cost extra. Local stores set delivery fees and can charge extra for some menu items.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Gators go to the bullpen for the second time. They bring in another veteran arm, righty Fisher Jameson.
Yeah, Fisher Jameson, 6'5" junior out of Lake Worth. In his Gator career, he's 2-3 in 21 appearances with a 7.59 ERA in 32 innings. He's given up 35 hits, 28 runs. 27 have been earned. He's walked 14 against 31 strikeouts. Last year, though, he really struggled. 1-3 in 12 2/3 innings. Gave up 22 hits and 20 runs. Let's see if he can't return back to the same form he had his freshman year when he was 1-0 with a 372 earned run average.
He'll face the righty DH, Gary Samick. Single and a run, struck out, popped out, 1 for 3. Stretch and pitch is strike at the letters. Jameson's 0-1. A little high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gators have Blake Purnell throwing in the bullpen. A lefty joins him. 1-1 is high, ball 2. Long hold, 2-1. Little flare to right. Robertson is there. Makes the catch. Out number 2. Runners stay.
A good pitch there by Jameson. Really fooled Samick, who just kind of flung the bat hat at the ball and hit a lazy fly ball out to Robertson. So now the Gators with 2 outs. Another big opportunity to get out of a jam.
But a tough hitter tonight. Adam Agresti. Walked, doubled, and doubled. They've not retired him yet. Pitch to him is low, ball 1. 7-5 St. John's here in the 6th. Right through there, a strike, 1-1. Gators have just 6 pitchers returning from a year ago. 1-1, strike 2. And that's why guys like Slater, Fisher Jameson, Blake Purnell are going to be, I think, key to how well Florida does.
Yeah, especially early in the year, guys that you know what you're going to get out of them, and you just never know, what you might get out of an uber talented guy.
1-2, swing and a miss, ball gets away, but Heyman fields, sets, throws him out. So the Gators work around a couple of walks, no runs, no hits, 2 left through 5.5. St. John's 7, Florida 5.
Retirement is the pursuit of a lifetime at Oak Hammock at the University of Florida. Located in the heart of Gator Country, Oak Hammock is ideal for enjoying nature. Discover new interests with courses at our Institute for Learning in Retirement. Gather with friends to cheer on the Gators and celebrate life. Oak Hammock's newly renovated homes deliver comfort and convenience, including options for skilled nursing and rehab on site. Find your place at oakhammock.org.
At Krispy Kreme, the perfect fundraiser starts with the perfect donut. And because so many people love our signature original glazed donuts, you can sell them as a part of a Krispy Kreme fundraiser to help your organization raise the money it needs. For over 60 years, Krispy Kreme fundraising has been helping schools, colleges, community groups, nonprofits, and churches achieve their goals. Call Krispy Kreme Fundraising today at 352-377-0052 or visit krispykreme.com/fundraising to learn more.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Well, the night for Xavier Kohlhasser is done. St. John's goes to the bullpen and brings in a right-hander.
We're going to bring in T.J. Wynn Jr. He's a 6'1", 165-pound freshman out of Manchester, Connecticut, East Catholic. They helped his team last year to a perfect 25-0 record in the Connecticut Class M State Championship. He's another one that missed 2022 secondary to a Tommy John surgery. So he'll be making his NCAA debut.
He will face the bottom third of the Gator order. The DH, Brody Donay, didn't do a double play and walked in his 2 times at bat. Gators in this game, in case you're just tuning in, at one point trailed 7-0. Going to the bottom of the third, but they've scored every inning. 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. That's where we are now here in the 6th. Donay deep, Wynn's pitch, swung on, popped up in the infield. Who wants it? Third baseman calls and makes the catch to the out.
A little bit of a circus catch. That was what we call a major league pop fly. That was way up there. Hung up there forever. Those are always the worst to sit under.
They are.
The ones that sit there forever. Oh my gosh, they're awful.
And especially when you can't really simulate that up north.
No.
You can't do that this time of the year at least. 1 out, now Dale Thomas doubled and sacrificed. Takes a strike. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball, foul to the screen for strike 2. Low, didn't chase, but a good pitch by Wynn. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The righty winds his pitch, popped up, right side, foul ground. They give chase. First baseman goes over, but it rolls about 3 rows deep in foul ground. Swinging a foul at the plate.
Wynn's kind of all arms and legs out there. As I said, he only weighs 165 pounds. Throws some kind of a 3/4 arm slot. See how that can be fairly deceptive.
1-2 again. Line drive, base hit, left field. He hung a curveball.
Yeah, you can't get away with that down here in Gainesville. And Dale Thomas makes him pay. Dale's having a great night at the plate and in the field.
Liberty transfer, Jalen Guy flied to center, hit a sacrifice fly his last time up. Stretch and pitch. It's a breaking ball, ball 1. St. John's gets a lefty up now in their bullpen. The Gator bullpen is quiet. 1-0. Fisted in the infield. Third baseman calls, makes the catch right in front of the shortstop. Good pitch, right in the hands.
You can really see how wind can potentially present some problems. Just kind of a little bit of a, as I said, three-quarter delivery. He's kind of all arms and legs. It makes it hard to pick up the ball. And he's been throwing strikes and around the plate.
Interesting move here. He comes in to face three hitters with a lefty, Robertson, coming up. Mike Hampton will go to his bullpen and bring in a left-handed pitcher here in the 6th inning. So we'll tell you, on this Meldon Law call to the bullpen, Meldon Law, they won't back down. We'll come back and tell you who this is after these messages on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
I am a member of the Campus USA Credit Union. The Gator Nation has been counting on Campus USA Credit Union for over 80 years. Campus supports the Gators and our community. Campus membership is open to all UF students, faculty, staff, and alumni. Come see why over 100,000 members like me count on Campus USA Credit Union. So put some star power to work in your financial life. Visit campuscu.com and join today.
Gator Nation, this season it's time to act for the greater good. UF and GFL are making great strides to reduce our footprint, and you can help.
Recyclable and compostable paper products, cups, straws, and food waste receptacles are available at the stadium.
Look for the signs and put it in the right can, Greener Gator fan. Think green as you cheer on the orange and blue. Call GFL at 1-800-535-9533 or visit us at gflenv.com. GFL, green for life.
Gators softball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Well, St. John's going to the bullpen. They'll bring in lefty Ben Adams.
Yeah, Ben Adams is 6'2", 190-pound senior out of Ottawa, Ontario. He's been one of their most reliable pitchers and arguably their top returning pitcher out of the bullpen. Last year, 4-0 with a 2.48 ERA in 19 appearances and 36 1/3 innings pitched. He only gave up 34 hits, 14 runs, only 10 were earned. He did walk quite a bit, 25 against 28 strikeouts. Opponents hit 258 against the left-hander.
He will face the aforementioned Michael Robertson, line to center, RBI single, and a walk. (7-5) Gators trail here in the 6th. Adams' pitch. There's a breaking ball, ball one. Runner goes to second, throw goes on the center field, but he didn't see it. So Thomas stays at second base.
Yeah, a little delayed steal there by Dale Thomas. He's having a heck of a night. Stolen base now added to the base hits. Very nice defensive play.
One ball, no strikes. Pitch from Adams. High ball 2. Interesting at this point in the game, Eric, to bring in a lefty specialist to go against a lefty. 2-0, swung down the left field line, but a slicing foul.
I think that's Mike Hampton right now, not having, he brings in a freshman. You got 2 pop-ups out of him, gave up a single. That's great, good debut for you. He's trying to keep it at 7-5. He's bringing in someone that he can rely on, much like the Gators did with Slater.
2 balls, 1 strike, pitch, swung, fouled away. And there's different philosophies of this, but I've always believed this. If you're a team like St. John's and you're where you are in this game, you do everything possible to win this game.
Right, because you might not have a chance the rest of the weekend.
Yep. 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called in the outside corner. Good pitch. No runs a hit. 1 left through 6. St. John's 7, Florida 5.
The new Okito America location in Tech City wants you to join in the fun. Okito Tech City Fun Fest is happening Saturday, February 24th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at San Velasco Tech City in Alachua. This free family event will feature over 75 vendors, rides, games, music, food, and raffles, including a $1,000 scholarship to an Alachua County teacher for school supplies. Grab the family and head out to the grand opening of Okito's new Alachua location and celebration for the great businesses that make up our community. Okito Tech City Fun Fest. Free fun for all.
Dana Carvey and David Spade here.
You might know our podcast Fly on the Wall, featuring guests from across the entertainment industry.
We decided to do a spin-off called Superfly, and it's fun. It's just two of us riffing on current events, pop culture, catching up, impressions.
Joe, Trump's trying to be a dictator. Yeah, she says, bump on the tater tots. Joe, no.
Listen to and follow Superfly on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Conecuh sausage, always great on the grill. A fan favorite for tailgating and a proud partner of the Florida Gators. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true southern flavor. Pick up a pack at your local grocery and enjoy a Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Gators. Visit them online, ConecuhSausage.com. Fisher Jameson begins his work at the top of the 7th. The Gators trailing 7-5. They'll face the bottom third of the St. John's order.
Steve, the final line on Slater, 3 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, it was earned. He walked 2 and 4 strikeouts in a 63 pitch performance. 40 were strikes.
Did a good job. Jameson's pitch swung on, popped up by Ben Beauchamp. In the infield, Luke Heyman makes the catch behind the plate. Wasn't pretty, but he made the catch.
That's another one that's not easy. It just hung up there forever. I thought Thomas was going to come in and get it, but then it turned out it was a lot closer to home plate. Those are not fun.
Heyman kind of looking, oh yeah, I got that one. 1 pitch, 1 out. Shortstop Jace Jeremiah. Officially 0 for 1. Jameson's pitch is low. He's walked and scored, popped to first, and sacrificed. They've not scored since the 3rd inning. 1-0. This is strike, 1-1.
Hard to believe that it was until the 6th inning that we had a scoreless inning from either team.
1-1. Right through there, strike 2. I think Jameson's over-the-top delivery is giving righties a tough time. They're having trouble picking up the ball. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 through a fastball by him.
Really just got to love the way Jamison looks. He's just looks super confident. Last year was a tough year for him. He just wasn't the same pitcher last year that he was that first year. When he was a freshman, he showed flashes of excellence. So it's nice to see him hopefully rounding back into form.
Anthony Brienza, the 9-hole hitter, takes ball 1. Reached on an error and scored, tripled in 2 runs, reached on a fielder's choice, 1 for 3. Pitch popped up in the infield. Caglione and Heyman. Heyman calls near the first base dugout and makes the catch. Excellent inning for Fisher Jameson. St. John's goes down 1, 2, 3. Time to stretch at the ballpark through 6 1/2. St. John's 7, Florida 5.
I'm John Davis, Secretary of the Florida Lottery, and I'm proud to lead an agency that is creating brighter futures for Florida students, families, and communities. As the primary funding source of the Bright Future Scholarship Program, the lottery has helped nearly 1 million students reach their dream of a post-secondary education. And we will continue to do our part to ensure that every student across this state is aware of these opportunities and has the resources needed to succeed. Because together, we can build a brighter future for all.
For the widest selection of Ariat boots in Florida, visit a local Russell store or russells.com. Whatever job you do, Russell's has an Ariat work boot that's right for you. Ariat's patented work boot construction provides so much comfort, stability, and protection, your feet will thank you, your knees and back too. Talk to a local Russell's boot expert to get the right Ariat work boot for your job. Find them at any of Russell's 9 Florida-owned stores or at russells.com.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
It's time for the Alumni Hall 7th inning stretch. Stop by Alumni Hall on Archer Road in Gainesville and check out the best selection of Gators gear in town.
Getting late. Bottom of the 7th. Top of the order for the Gators, just about. 2, 3, 4. Kate Curlin grounded out, singled in a run, hit to a fielder's choice. He's 1 for 3. 7-5 St. John's in the 7th. Pitch to Curlin is high, ball 1. Lefty Ben Adams on the mound. They have a right-hander warming in their bullpen now. The Gator bullpen is quiet. 1-0. Check to swing. It's ball 2. Is ball 3. And the big bat of Jack Caglianone's on deck.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to walk the leadoff guy with Caglianone next.
3-0 is a fastball strike, 3-1.
Yeah, there was no chance Curlin was swinging at that pitch. With the last year's nation's leader in home runs on deck.
3-1. Swung, fouled off. That might have been ball 4. And looked down. But he stays alive at 3-2. Swing, ground ball 3rd. Fielded, throw across in time.
Good job on Adams. Got behind 3-0 to Curlin and then came back and got him. Pretty good pitch down and away. Then Curlin one-hopped out to the third baseman.
Here's Jack Caglianone. 2 for 3 tonight, 2 singles. Again, they shift on him. Left on left matchup this time, though. First pitch, a fastball, man, he takes a rip and misses it. For strike 1.
He certainly does.
0-1. Stretch and pitch. Breaking ball. Hit to left field. And it will be caught for out number 2. You don't see that very often. Kind of got behind that a little bit.
Yeah, just didn't get it on the good part of the bat. Very quickly, the Gators with 2 outs.
Now Luke Heyman singled, hit a sacrifice fly, hit to a double play. First pitch to him is a swing and a pop-up. Short left field, shortstop out, left fielder in, left fielder calls, and that's Scavelli, and he makes the catch. So the Gators go down 1, 2, 3 in the 7th. Through 7, St. John's 7, Florida 5.
Gator Nation, brace yourselves for the most refreshing game changer since the Gator Chomp. Shock Top Belgian White, taking your taste buds straight to home plate since 2006. At 5.2% ABV, this Belgian-style white ale bats in bright and balanced flavors, bursting like a tidal wave of citrus fruit. Sip, swing, and score the taste of victory with Shock Top Belgian White Ale. Now flowing. Please drink responsibly.
We all know Gator fans are a rare breed. The way you show up on game day is the way you show up in life. all out. So when it comes to pet fanatics like you, there's only one place who goes all out for the pet the way you do, and that's Pet Paradise and New Day Veterinary Care. It's a one-stop shop for all your pet care needs. Boarding, grooming, day camp, and veterinary services, all in one place. Whatever your pet needs, they'll make them feel completely at home. Pet Paradise and New Day Veterinary Care. Finally, complete pet health care is here for Gator Nation.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Florida Victorious, game-changing plays, life-changing impact. Florida Victorious is the proud partner of the Florida Gators on and off the field. They just announced, Steve, tonight, the opening day record for the University of Florida, 7,898 is the attendance tonight. That is an all-time record for opening night at the University of Florida.
So great to see. And I'm going to tell you, from Kevin O'Sullivan on down, they understand what this crowd can do. We saw it in the postseason last year. Especially that series with South Carolina was huge.
Yeah. And Texas Tech in the regional before that with the big crowds.
Yep. All right, we move to the 8th. Here's Jackson Tucker. He takes ball 1, the leadoff man. A base hit and 4 times up. The 1-0 is a strike on the outside corner. Fisher Jamison. Pitcher number 3 for the Gators tonight. 1-1. High ball 2. Now the 2-1. Swung, line drive, deep left field. This ball is back, and it is gone. St. John's dugout comes alive on the solo homer by Jackson Tucker. It's now 8-5.
That ball was just left up, and Tucker just absolutely annihilated it. And he just got a team violation for saying something to the Gator dugout right as he hit the bench, or excuse me, right as he hit the plate, and St. John's just got a warning.
Well, you know, I certainly understand. Eric, you played the game at the college level. I understand emotion. I understand that. But I think it's just gotten way out of hand. I just think, play the game, go in your dugout and celebrate. You don't need to point and yell at the other team.
Yeah, I agree. But we're also old, Steve.
There's a right and a wrong way, and I get it. I mean, it's more emotional now than it used to be. I understand it. Here's Garrett Scavelli. Takes strike 1. It's now 8-5.
But I'm with you, Steve. I was never one to do anything like that. I know you weren't either. Much prefer to celebrate with your teammates.
0-1 high. One is a strike 1 and 2. What you can't do now, even now, is if I'm pitching, the next guy up, 1 and 2, swing and a miss, you're going to have to throw him out, and they do. Strike 3.
I think you're referring to hitting one in the ribs.
Thank you. And you can't do that now. That's too obvious, but that's old school. Blake Mayberry now officially is 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch, had a sacrifice fly, walked, and struck out. Wind and pitch is a fastball for ball 1. 8-5 St. John's here in the 8th. 1-0. High ball 2. Gators get Blake Purnell up in the bullpen. (2-0). High ball 3. 3-0 is down low, ball 4. 4-pitch walk. Jameson's thrown 27 pitches. It might be his last. Here comes Kevin O'Sullivan.
That's it. He's going to make the call down to the bullpen, and Purnell will be the one.
Pitching change brought to you by Meldon Law. They won't back down, the only official law partner of the Florida Gators. We'll tell you about Blake Purnell after these messages. You're listening to Gator Baseball on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
For the widest selection of Ariat boots in Florida, visit a local Russell's store or russells.com. Whatever job you do, Russell's has an Ariat work boot that's right for you. Ariat's patented work boot construction provides so much comfort, stability, and protection, your feet will thank you, your knees and back too. Talk to a local Russell's boot expert to get the right Ariat work boot for your job. Find them at any of Russell's 9 Florida-owned stores or at russells.com.
I'm John Davis, Secretary of the Florida Lottery, and I'm proud to lead an agency that is creating brighter futures for Florida students, families, and communities. As the primary funding source of the Bright Future Scholarship Program, the lottery has helped nearly 1 million students reach their dream of a post-secondary education. And we will continue to do our part to ensure that every student across this state is aware of these opportunities and has the resources needed to succeed. Because together, we can build a brighter future for all.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Interesting tonight that when Florida's gone to the bullpen, they brought in veteran pitchers. Here's another one of Blake Purnell.
Yeah, Blake Purnell's a redshirt junior in his career. He's 5-3 with a 4.77 ERA across 53 appearances. Last year, however, 2-0 with a 9.28 ERA in 21 1/3 innings pitched. So they'd like to see him get back to the form that made him a freshman All-American in 2022. That year, he went 3-3 with a 286 with 4 saves. Was very reliable out of the bullpen. He showed spurts of it at times last year, but just couldn't consistently get outs last year.
He walked 17 in those innings, and that's almost a walk an inning. And as a reliever, that's not what you want to do. But he's capable.
And the year before, in over twice as many innings, over 50 innings, only walked 15. So really control and consistency was the issue last year. So Gators would love to see him get back to the 2022 form.
Catcher Jimmy Keenan now, 1 for 3 and a walk. Purnell's pitch, line, fair, third base line. Runners at second base, the ball's in the corner. He's at third base and is held there. That'll be a double for the catcher Keenan. Second and third now with 1 out.
Yeah, just down and in. He goes and gets it, drives it down the line. I feel like that's about the 5th ball that's been hit down the line like that tonight.
And unfortunately, all of them smoked.
Yeah.
They've got 11 hits now. And now we're going to get a pinch hitter with a righty up. They're going to bring a lefty to the plate. Now, Heyman goes to the mound to speak to Purnell. So the wheels turn here. Chad Falcon will be the hitter. He's actually a pitcher as well. So the Gators already down 3 here in the 8th. Got to bring the infield in. They've got second and third with 1 out.
Yeah, you got to keep this at a 3-run lead. Looks like Sully's going out to the mound as well. Maybe there's another change coming. Gators do have a left-hander down in the bullpen. And that's going to be it for Purnell.
So the Gators now will make another Meldon Law call to the bullpen. Meldon Law, they won't back down. We'll tell you who the lefty is after these messages on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Coach Steve Spurrier, and I am a member of the Campus USA Credit Union. The Gator Nation has been counting on Campus USA Credit Union for over 80 years. Campus membership is open to all UF students, faculty, staff, and alumni. Come see why over 100,000 members like me count on Campus USA Credit Union. Visit campuscu.com and join today. Call 1-800-367-6440 for details about credit cost and terms. Insured by NCUA.
What makes a champion? Dedication, resilience, preparation, and belief. In the summer of 2024, our U.S. Olympic and Paralympic athletes will compete in Paris for gold medals and their part in history. But Team USA won't get there alone. At UF Health, we know what it takes to be a champion and to care for champions. We do it every day for them and for you. UF Health is a proud national medical center for Team USA. The same great care they get, you get, always.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Florida's now going to bring in their fifth pitcher of the night, lefty freshman Robert Satin.
Yeah, their first newcomer of the night here. He's a 6'3" lefty out of Tampa, Florida. He went to Plant High School. While in high school, this is like sort of your typical person that Sully recruits when you hear these numbers. Struck out 175 batters against just 26 walks in 134 career frames. Pretty amazing. Translates to a 6.5 K for base on ball ratio and 11.7 Ks per 9 innings. Pretty awesome stuff as a prep. He was ranked as the number 105th prospect by Perfect Game in the state of Florida and the number 15 left-handed pitcher. You'll like this, Steve. He's a bowler.
He's my man. Gators bring the infield in. You know, it's for all the excitement of what happened last year with Gator baseball. The reality this year is 25 freshmen and sophomores.
It's a new
11
team. Yeah.
Juniors and seniors.
Yeah, it's a new team. You know, you lost a lot of your production. You know, you lost all those starts between Waldrop and Sproat.
All right, left on left here, Satin's pitch. Breaking ball, ball one. Gators bring the infield in. They trail 8-5 here in the eighth. 1-0. Down low, 2-0. First base is open, but a righty is on deck. 2-0. Outside ball 3. And a right-hander gets up in Florida's bullpen now. Is nowhere close. 4-pitch walk, bases loaded. Here comes Sully. And we'll see a right-hander.
Tough spot to go out there, down 3 and making your debut. I'm sure there's nerves involved.
Once again, pitching change here. Meldon Law, they won't back down. The only official
was the runner-up, and you have a lot of talent coming back, doesn't mean it's just, you know, an automatic. I mean, you think about it with Riopelle, Rivera, and Langford. Between the three of those guys, the Gators lost 40% of the home runs last year and 37% of their RBIs. So that's a huge chunk of your offense, right? Not to mention, you know, as we talked about earlier, Riopelle was kind of the emotional leader, and Langford was that quiet, lead by example kind of type. Except, of course, when he hits a 500-foot homer in Omaha. That was one of the coolest things I'd ever seen. You just never saw emotion like that out of him. So it's a big spot here for the young freshman, Philpott.
Let's see what he does. Gators up at the corners, back looking for a double play in the middle. On the stretch, the pitch popped up. Left field, foul ground, a mile in the air. It's overrun by Shelton in foul ground.
If he does catch that, I think the run scores from third. That would have been really hard with your momentum taking you towards the berm in left field for Shelton to be able to turn around and to throw out the runner. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise here if we can get a 6-4-3.
Stretch in the 0-1. Swinging strike two. He threw a fastball by him. Well, a strikeout would be good too.
A strikeout sure would.
8-5, St. John's here in the 8th. 0-2. Swinging strike three. Got him on a breaking ball. The freshman coming in and doing the job.
Nasty there. Breaking ball down and away. These are the ways you get in your good graces with Coach O'Sullivan. And you get some more PT if you can come in a big spot like this.
Now Ben Beauchamp, a righty, 2 for 4 tonight. Has a double and a single. Stretch and pitch. Strike one. Outside 1-1. It seems like St. John's has been hitting for an hour in this inning, and they only have one run. One pitch. Fastball, ball two. Crowd wanted that, but it was outside.
Yeah, just missed.
Two-one pitch on the way. Check swing, foul ball. He jammed him. Might have been ball three.
Yeah, it was, but Beauchamp just couldn't get out of the way. And now 2 strikes, a big opportunity here for Philpott to close out this inning.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Ball three. Threw him a breaking ball. It was down and away. Well, big pitch, big spot. Crowd's into it. Here's the 3-2. Ball 4, he lost him. It plates a run. It's now 9-5.
Just couldn't hold on. Just tried to nibble a little bit too much, I think. And still got to keep it here. You know, being down 4, still 1 swing of the bat. You can tie it up.
Jace Jeremiah takes a ball. He's in the 8 hole. He's 0 for 2. He's walked, popped out, sacrificed, and struck out. 1-0. Swing and a miss. He threw a fastball by him. One pitch. Fastball, ball 2. Gator bullpen is quiet. St. John's bullpen, quiet. 2-1. Swing and a pop foul over our head, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch, swing and a foul near us. Gators have used 6 pitchers tonight. St. John's, 3. 2-2 again. Just missed off the outside corner. Again, a 3-2 pitch coming. Here it is. It's fouled off. That might have been ball 4. That looked outside, but he went after it.
Yeah, just too close to take, though, and able to just foul it off. Had his backside flailing out there. Just got a piece of it. Really was fooled.
Again, a 3-2. Here it is. Strike 3. Swing and a miss. He swung at ball 4. But the Gators will take it. Still, St. John's gets a couple of runs, 2 hits, and leave 3. Outs here at the Condren Ballpark in the opening game of the season. St. John's 9, Florida 5.
Tuesday, here Tuesday.
Looking for your lost cat?
No, I'm looking for Tuesday.
What?
Tijuana Flats has 2 tacos, chips, and a drink for just $6.99 every Tuesday.
Tijuana Tuesdays?
Yes, have you seen it?
Tijuana Tuesdays, every Tuesday at Tijuana Flats.
Every Thursday at Tijuana Flats, we're throwing back the prices. Get a burrito or bowl, chips, and a drink for $7.99. Order your Throwback Thursdays favorites for just $7.99 at your local Tijuana Flats or through the app. Tijuana Flats, always keeping it fresh.
I'm David Steele, voice of the Gators in 1984, when Brian Nasworth began a new journey, opening Quality Plumbing.
And I'm Mick Huber. During my 33 years as voice of the Gators, I called championship games for football, basketball, and baseball. And at the same time, Quality Plumbing became champions for residents and businesses of Gainesville.
I'm Sean Kelly, and now I'm the voice of the Gators as Quality Plumbing celebrates its 40th anniversary. And for years to come, I'll be calling the games, and Quality Plumbing will continue to be the #1 plumbing company for Gator Nation.
CFC 043073.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Well, a big crowd here on opening night. Excited for this Gator baseball team and season. But St. John's, to this point, spoiling the party. Leading 9-5. Gators here will have Shelton, Shellnut, and Brody Donay scheduled. Shelton is flied out, struck out, and homered. Ben Adams in relief, the lefty. Pitch is a fastball strike. Swing, fly ball, pretty well hit, left center field. This ball's got a chance. It's off the wall. Shelton's at second base with a stand-up double to lead off the 8th.
Great start. The Gator home half of the 8th here. The Alabama transfer with his second extra base hit of the night. Just a great swing. Goes right with that ball, drives it out off the wall. The Gators now with an opportunity with a runner on second. You've got to score. You've got to cut into this lead and give yourself an opportunity here.
Tyler Shellnut walked twice, grounded out. Gator bullpen is quiet. St. John's bullpen quiet. Swing and a miss. First pitch to Shelton, strike 1. 9-5 St. John's here in the 8th. Oh, 1 upstairs, 1-1. ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. High and away, 2-1. Florida's been held scoreless tonight in 4 innings. 2-1 is down and in ball 3. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Right side, foul ground. First baseman there and fights it, but makes the catch for the out.
Good pitch there by Adams. Get the pop out. Raiders got to find a way to somehow at least get this 1 run in.
Here's Brady Donay, the DH. 0 for 2 and a walk. Pitch, high breaking ball, ball 1. We talked earlier, when you're a team from up north and you see those pop-ups like that, they're tough.
They sure are.
And he hung with it. Got to give Agresti a lot of credit at first base. Swing, ground ball, third, backhanded there. Nice play. Throw across in time. How about that? Blake Mayberry with a terrific play. Throws him out for out number 2.
Yeah, that was an outstanding, very difficult play. Going to his left, his right, backhanding it on the short hop and then throwing a strike across the diamond. Just saved a double and a run.
He's made 2 or 3 good plays tonight. Yeah, he's a good defender.
That was outstanding.
Dale Thomas now has had a good night. He's 2 for 2. A double, a sacrifice, and a single. Stretch and pitch is a fastball strike. A leadoff double. So far, nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. 0-1. Swinging a foul to the right side for strike 2. Eleven hits for St. John's, 9 for the Gators. More importantly, 9 runs for St. John's, only 5 for Florida. The 0-2, just off the corner, good pitch. Thomas doesn't bite, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2. Check swing, it's low. 2-2. Looked like a changeup. Thomas laid off. 2-2. Swinging a fly ball, center. Ball will not carry. It'll be caught. So a leadoff double goes for naught. No runs a hit. 1 left through 8. St. John's 9, Florida 5.
Ugh, PB&J again.
Moms, you've got a lot on your mind. Packing a lunch shouldn't be stressful. FreshFromFlorida.com can help. They have plenty of quick, delicious lunch and snack ideas to freshen up lunchtime. Simply look for the Fresh from Florida logo where you shop for locally grown, in-season fruits and veggies to please even the pickiest eater.
PB&J again. With Florida strawberries? Thanks, Mom.
Packing lunches has never been easier. Fresh from Florida, there's sunshine in every bite.
This is Mark Wise with ESPN.
And this is Steve Russell.
And this is Hoop.
There it is.
Is anyone up for a game of basketball?
Listen live every Monday morning at 11 a.m. as we talk hoops, the Gators, the SEC, and the top games in all of college basketball.
Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again.
You can also listen to the show on Apple Podcasts, Facebook, and WRUF.com. Or listen at any time by finding Hoop There It Is on your favorite podcast platform.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Before we start the top of the 9th, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Gator Baseball on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
WRUF Gainesville, W251CG Gainesville, your auditory home for Florida Gator sports. ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
We start the ninth. St. John's will have their 9-hole hitter leading off. Anthony Breenza. He's 1 for 4 tonight. He had a triple to drive in 2 runs in the 3rd inning. Pitch to him is a fastball strike. Alex Philpott, the 6th pitcher for the Gators tonight. 0-1. Tried to bunt, took it back, but took strike 2. Breaking ball to right. Robertson coming in, makes the catch. He hung a breaking ball, but he got away with it.
Yeah, Robertson read that perfectly, got a great jump on it. Made that look easy.
Jackson Tucker now will bat for the 6th time. Takes a breaking ball for strike 1. He has 2 hits in 5 times up. He homered his last time up. 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Outside ball 2. Both bullpens run out. St. John's gets a righty up. Gator bullpen's quiet. 2-1. Ball 3. Swung on, popped up, left center field. Ballpark will hold it. The center fielder. Guy says he has it and does for out number 2.
Philpott has really settled in since coming in here out of the pen. He's now recorded 4 outs, with just the 1 blemish being the walk.
Garrett Scavelli now 1 for 5. He had a double back in the 2nd inning that drove in 2 runs. Takes a breaking ball strike. He's shown good command of that pitch.
He really has. A lot of confidence in it.
0-1. There's another one, this time outside. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. One is a little low, 3-1. Three-one pitch, nowhere near, ball 4.
Let's hope that 2-out walk doesn't hurt you, but now with Mayberry coming up, who's had a very interesting day.
You know, very quietly, Eric, that's the 8th walk.
8th walk and a hit by pitch.
Yep. Blake Mayberry now swings it down to 3rd. Thomas fields it, sets, throws across the diamond, in time. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the 9th. St. John's 9, Florida 5.
They say good things come to those who wait. But with delivery or curbside pickup from Publix, powered by Instacart, now they come without the wait. In as little as an hour, you could have the good stuff like key lime pie and chocolate chip cookies come right to your door. Get started at Publix.com/shop because you can never have too much of a good thing. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Item prices vary from item prices in physical store locations. Fees, tips, and taxes may apply, subject to terms and availability.
Another Gator season is upon us, and the official Gator Sports Shop should be your first stop to
find this year's Jordan brand collection. We also carry the latest designs from Nike, Peter Millar, Tommy Bahama, and Yeti. The official Gator Sports Shop, located at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, is open Monday through Saturday. Don't forget to visit our sales tent rack. All proceeds benefit Gator Athletics. Real Gators shop where real Gators play.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Kevin O'Sullivan, 15-1 in opening day games as the Gator coach. His only loss back in 2013 to Duke. But tonight, in danger of a loss to St. John's. Jalen Guy, Michael Robertson, Kei Curlin are the first three hitters here in the ninth as the Gators trail by 4. But Guy's not going to hit. Ashton Wilson's going to pinch hit. A righty will hit. Guy was 0 for 2 with a sac fly when he was in there. Pitch to Wilson, up and in, ball 1. Ben Adams still out there. St. John's has a righty in their bullpen warming. 1-0. Took it for a strike. Wilson, a sophomore from Orlando. Swinging a pop-up. In the outfield, second baseman calls in short right center field and makes the catch for the out. Now Michael Robertson. Lined out, walked and scored, singled and scored, walked and struck out. 1 for 3. To him is a fastball for ball 1. Don't forget tomorrow's game, 10 a.m. Get here for breakfast. 1-0. Fastball strike, 1-1. We're on the air at 9:55. Swing and a miss. Pitch down and in, 1-2. Two strikes. Adams sets, pitches. Swinging a slow roller. Second base, that's going to be a toss to first. Covering, not in time.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough play from the get-go. When the first baseman broke for the ball, instead of going to the bag with Robertson's speed, you knew that that was going to be trouble. Bad decision by the first baseman. Should have gone straight to the bag, and instead, second baseman's trying to hit the pitcher in stride, and Robertson beat it out.
So the Gators get life for Kei Curlin, who's 1 for 4, and an RBI single in the third. Stretch and pitch is low. Gators now have 10 hits. Is a strike, 1-1. Gators trail 9-5 here in the bottom of the ninth. Swinging a foul at the plate for strike 2. Florida's only been able to score more than 1 run in an inning in just 1 inning. They scored 3 in the third. Other than that, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and that's it. One, 2 to Curlin. In inside, 2-2. But you've got home run power these next 4 hitters. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Good changeup. Curling out in front.
Jack Caglione, 2 out of 4, 2 singles. As they have all night, they will shift on him. The third baseman comes over and plays a little bit behind the second base bag. First pitch to Cags is a breaking ball, strike. Adams now with an 0-1 inside. They're really trying to keep the ball in on Cags, not to let him extend. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Check swing. It's foul on the third base line.
Yeah, they've been in this whole entire at bat on him.
Been doing that most of the night, too. And it's been effective, but you better not miss. Because if you miss over the plate,
see ya.
Not a good thing. But it's a ball and 2 strikes. Gators down to their last strike here in the 9th as they trail 9-5. One, 2, up and in, 2-2. Well, if you're ever going to go away, now's the time. This one up and in. Let's see if they sweep them away or they stay in. 2-2. They stay in. Ball 3. Gators need base runners. 3-2. Swinging a foul straight back. Boy, he had a cut at that. Luke Heyman on deck. Play behind the runner at first. 3-2. Swung on, pop, foul, left side.
First time they went away this whole at bat. You can see Cags expecting it to be in. See if they come back inside.
And they really haven't thrown him breaking balls down on the way. It's mostly hard stuff.
Yeah.
3-2. Inside, ball 4. Good at bat by Caglione. Now Luke Heyman. Walked, hit a sacrifice fly. I'm sorry, single, hit a sacrifice fly. Hit into a double play and fly to left. 1 for 3.
Visit to the mound here.
Well, they've got a right-hander they had loose. And we're going to see him. So again, a Meldon Law call to the bullpen. Meldon Law, they won't back down. It looks like this is going to come right down to the end there. We'll keep it here as this pitching change is made. 4th pitcher of the night for St. John's. Florida has used 6.
You got to really hand it, though, to Adams. He did a great job out of the bullpen. Did the lefty from St. John's. He was very effective. Kept the Gators off balance. Did his job. You can see a number on
35, I believe that is.
I think you're right. That's Sam Mettert. Mettert's a 6'4" righty out of Indianapolis. He's a junior. Transferred from Wabash Valley College, where in 22 relief appearances, he was 3-0 with a 1.09 ERA, and in 33 innings of work, recorded 42 strikeouts. He helped Wabash Valley to consecutive NJCAA World Series appearances.
Big kid, 6'4", getting his warm-ups to face Heyman. Again, a reminder, tomorrow's game, 10 a.m. on the air at 9:55. Sunday's game has not been affected, just tomorrow. Here comes Luke.
So can the Gators just get one more base runner and get it to Shelton, who's really slugged it tonight?
Here we go. Runners lead first and second. Mettert's pitch. It's a fastball for ball one. They have another righty throwing in the bullpen. Stretch in the 1-0. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Heyman taking all the way, making him throw a strike. His ball's got should do.
Yeah, his ball's got a lot of run in on a righty. Throws kind of a 3/4, almost sidearm sort of appearance.
Stretch and the 1-1. Swing, ground ball left side in the hole. It's short. Throw across to first is in time, and St. John's has pulled off the upset. They beat the Gators 9-5. 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors for St. John's. 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Gators. Got to give it up to St. John's.
Yeah, they played really well. They had some very good pitching from their starter, and then weren't intimidated at all. Took advantage of all the opportunities that they had. As you mentioned, the Gators walked 8 guys and hit a batter, and 4 of those guys scored. So took advantage of their opportunity, and you got to hand it to them.
You know, I guess it kind of started. We all know the kind of year Kate Fisher had last year, but just wasn't sharp tonight.
No, he just wasn't. He just didn't quite have it. You know, he walked a few guys and then just sort of was out of sorts and out of rhythm. And you know, he'll get back out there, and I'm sure he'll make the corrections he needs to practice this week and be back out there again next week.
And if St. John's loses the next 2 games by 15 runs,
they don't care.
It won't matter.
No.
They've accomplished what they needed to do, winning a game here against a top 10 team in Florida. Our post-game show begins after these messages. You're listening to Gator Baseball on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Gator Nation, this season it's time to act for the greater good. UF and GFL are making great strides to reduce our footprint, and you can help.
Recyclable and compostable paper products, cups, straws, and food waste receptacles are available at the stadium.
Look for the signs and put it in the right can, Greener Gator fan. Think green as you cheer on the orange and blue. Call GFL at 1-800-535-9533 or visit us at gflenv.com. GFL, green for life.
To all our Gator baseball fans listening in, stay in the game and play by the rules. Put down your phone and set aside all other distractions. One text takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving around the entire diamond with your eyes closed. To win while driving, you must focus. Put it down and focus on driving to arrive alive. Brought to you by the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles.
What makes a champion? Dedication, resilience, preparation, and belief. In the summer of 2024, our U.S. Olympic and Paralympic athletes will compete in Paris for gold medals and their part in history. But Team USA won't get there alone. At UF Health, we know what it takes to be a champion and to care for champions. We do it every day for them and for you. UF Health is a proud national medical center for Team USA. The same great care they get, you get, always.
Let's get ready for game day, Gator Nation. Tee things up with the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Whether you're tailgating at the swamp or hosting friends at home, keep that cooler filled with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. With a 5% kick of alcohol, Twisted Tea is easy to drink and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted, Gator Nation. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Today's game is in the books, but there's still more to come. It's now time for the Box Score Show. Stats, a recap of today's game, and post-game analysis are all coming your way. Now let's head back to the ballpark.
Welcome back. I'm Steve Russell. Where tonight the Gators fall in their season opener to St. John's by a score of 9-5. Only the second time that Kevin O'Sullivan has lost a season opener. It happened once before in 2013 when the Gators lost to Duke. St. John's certainly came out tonight and did a good job and got the victory. And the loss goes to the Gators starter, Kate Fisher, who was not sharp tonight. We've seen Kate Fisher be a really good strike thrower, but just tonight was a little off his game. The Gators using 6 pitchers tonight and go down to defeat as St. John's got up to the early lead, and the Gators tried to come back but could not do it, and Florida goes down by a score of 9-5. We'll take a break and come back, and then we hope to be talking to Gator baseball coach Kevin O'Sullivan. You're listening to Gator Baseball on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Baseball is back, so grab a cold, refreshing Dos Equis lager to watch your team hit it out of the park with your real ones. Whether you're at the bar with fellow Gator fans or watching with your friend who went to that other school, Dos Equis is there for it all. So buy a cold, crisp Dos Equis and chomp one open with a real one. Dos Equis, official import beer of the Florida Gators. Copyright 2024, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get Cox Internet powered by fiber with America's fastest download speeds. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data. Fixed median download speeds. US Q3 2023. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
Domino's Mix and Match menu has items for every occasion. Flaked on your friend's open mic night? Flaky bread twists and molten lava cakes should do the trick. Soccer team duty? Medium 2-topping pizzas and stuffed cheesy bread are your best defense. Is it your dog's half birthday? Celebrate his biggish day with savory sandwiches and tender specialty chicken. Mix and match 2 or more items for $6.99 each at Domino's. Ask for this offer. 2-item minimum. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Bone and wings, bread bowl pasta, and pan pizza will cost extra. Local stores set delivery fees and can charge extra for some menu items.
As the official wealth management team of the Florida Gators, Talon Wealth gives a cheer for the orange and blue when our Gators take a chomp out of their competition. But we react differently. When products like mutual funds, annuities, or even REITs takes a chomp out of someone's retirement, are you receiving the value you're paying for? Compare what Talon's been doing to what you've been doing for free. Visit guardingyournestegg.com.
Advisory services through Talon Private Wealth, an SEC registered investment advisor with license B05634. Compensation was paid to Learfield for partnership with the Gators as of January 2023.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
All right, let's go down to the Gator dugout. We'll hear Eric Castaldo talking with Gator coach Kevin O'Sullivan. Eric?
Thanks, Steve. Down here with Gator head coach Kevin O'Sullivan. Sully, tough way to start the season here. Just not quite sharp on the mound there to begin with, and unfortunately just not a good way to start the year.
Yeah, I mean, we just, uncharacteristic of a lot of things tonight. I mean, we walked 8, I think, over the course of 9 innings and hit a guy, so 9 free base runners and St. John's did a nice job with runners on base and hit some balls down the left field line in the gap and took advantage of, a lot of our mistakes. Defensively, we played fairly clean. The one bunt situation, we weren't aggressive enough at third to come get that ball and kind of extended that inning a little bit. But we just obviously got to do a better job on the mound. And, Kei's been really good for us in the fall and the spring. But for whatever reason, maybe just being opening night, just was not as well as
With that being said, though, Slater really good out of the pen, and especially in that fifth inning with first and second and no one out. Made a couple. Dale made a really great play there to rob a double, and then ends up with the 5-2 play to get us out of that inning with out a run.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like we were pitching with runners on the entire night. We were chasing runs offensively, and there was a lot of pressured, situations on the mound that we kind of created by ourselves. But no, you're right. Ryan came in and did a really nice job, and Fisher came in, did a nice job in the first inning, and then we kind of pieced it together. But for 6 innings, we gave up 2 runs. We just fell behind a little bit too much, after the first 3 innings.
Yeah, faced a little adversity though. Good to see the guys scrap back. Was able to pull yourself back in with 5 runs after getting down 7-0.
No, I thought offensively we kind of hung in there. A couple of at-bats here or there that we probably would like back, but for the most part, we got ourselves within 2 runs after 7. But then obviously we had to go to some of the younger pitchers, and I thought Alex Philpott did a nice job there at the end. I know he walked a run in, but it's a tough situation to come in your first college outing. But at the end of the day, it'll be a learning experience for our pitchers, especially our starters. It's really difficult when you go into a weekend and your Friday night start doesn't set the tone, because now you've got to go to Slater earlier than you want to. He's obviously not available tomorrow. The other 4 guys that threw after Slater, we could probably get something out of them tomorrow, but then that puts more pressure on the next starter to get out there. So, it's a lesson to be learned. Certainly wasn't expected, because he has been throwing the ball well, but it's first night, and hopefully we get this this behind us, and and I think probably just as disappointing as anything, the crowd was outstanding tonight. I think we broke a record for attendance, so I wish we'd have taken advantage of that, but the crowd was great.
All right, well, 10 a.m. start now tomorrow, got moved up, and we'll see you bright and early for breakfast with the Gators.
Yep, we'll get here early and have first pitch at 10 a.m. and hopefully the weather will be kind to us.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach Sully. Back to you, Steve.
Okay, Eric, thank you. Tough night for the Gators here. They fall 9-5. I think we have one more break to take. We'll do that, and we'll wrap it up here from Gator Baseball. You're listening to Gator Baseball on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Another Gator season is upon us, and the official Gator Sports Shop should be your first stop to find this year's Jordan brand collection. We also carry the latest designs from Nike, Peter Millar, Tommy Bahama, and Yeti. The official Gator Sports Shop, located at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, is open Monday through Saturday. Don't forget to visit our sales tent rack. All proceeds benefit Gator Athletics. Real Gators shop where real Gators play.
The head ball coach scores again. Steve Spurrier's head beer coach 1966 American Lager is now available everywhere at Exactech Arena. Smooth and refreshing with just enough of a crisp finish. Also available at most places you buy beer. If you don't see it, ask for it.
A beer made by Gators for Gators. Make a great play and enjoy a cold one today.
Steve Spurrier's head beer coach 1966 American Lager. Please drink responsibly.
Hey fans, don't get sacked by high prices. Join the winning team at Davis Gainesville Chevrolet. This week at Davis, score big savings on our all-star Chevy selection. The most awarded brand for new vehicle quality, like Chevy's MVP, the new Silverado, with low 2.8 financing and no payments for 90 days. Plus, we're tackling high prices on the area's best GM-certified pre-owned inventory. So join the winning team at Davis Gainesville Chevrolet on North Main Street.
This is Kerry Meldon of Meldon Law. We are proud to be the only personal injury law firm partner of the Florida Gators. With offices in Fort Lauderdale, Gainesville, and Ocala, we've got you covered from the Tri-County area all the way up to the swamp. If you bleed orange and blue, then Meldon Law is the firm for you. Because just like the Gators, we won't back down.
Gators Baseball on ESPN 98.1 FM, 850 AM, WRUF.
Well, tonight the Gators did it a home run, which means the year-to-date totals for the Okamic Home Runs for Hope campaigns up to $50 to benefit the Central and North Florida chapter of the Alzheimer's Association. Thanks to Okamic for helping to knock Alzheimer's out of the ballpark. Well, tonight the Gators fall 9-5 to St. John's. Tomorrow, breakfast with the Gators. The game's been moved up to a 10 o'clock start, 10 a.m., so we'll be on the air tomorrow morning bright and early with Gator Baseball at 9:55 a.m. So hopefully the Gators can bounce back and win Game 2. But credit St. John's for coming in here, having nothing to